this movie is extremely funny, and I was wondering if you thought that the Academy of Motion Pictures had seen this film before they cast you as the role of the host for the Oscars this year.
I don't think so. I don't think that the film, I'm not quite sure. I think that I went to a dinner that I hosted in Los Angeles, and one of the producers of the Oscars was there. And someone made a joke and said, oh, he should host the Oscars. And the next thing you know, I got the phone call. And I don't know how much the movie and Steve and I being in the movie played into that. But I'm excited about that opportunity. It's going to be fun.
Meryl Streep said that you literally steal the show in this film, and people are already talking about nominations. How for supporting actor? How complicated?
To me, that's impossible. I mean, there are a lot of there are a lot of wonderful films. I mean, very tough, dramatic films this year. A lot of tough films, and there are a lot of great performances, especially in the supporting category. So I don't have any expectations about being nominated for an Oscar. I'm going to the Oscars this year to co-host the Oscars, not to get an Oscar. So
what's the plan if you get nominated?
Oh, I don't even think about that. You can't think about that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure it'll make the evening very interesting, but I don't have any thoughts about that really. You can't. I mean, I've done films before. Years ago, when you first start, you'll do a film sometimes and you'll think, oh God, I really believe there's a chance I'll get nominated for this film. You really think not so much your performance, but you think the material is very worthy. And then the movie just goes, boop, and it's gone. You don't have any traction from that at all. And then you do movies that you don't really know. I got nominated once for a movie, The Cooler. It was a very small independent film, very small little film, and yet they promoted the film for the awards consideration very successfully. So what rises to the surface sometimes in terms of the awards season, the Oscars and the Globes and everything on, the SAGs, it's very unpredictable.
But there's like 10 movies that are up for like Best Pictures.
Best Picture, that category has been expanded to 10 pictures, which we'll see. I mean, maybe that'll be a very good idea because you may begin to pull in comedies and rather than having two categories, which some awards have, Best Drama, then they have Best Musical or Comedy. They segregate those into different categories. The Academy didn't choose to do that and decided to put just one expanded category. So let's see how that works. We'll be the first people, Steve and I, to host the show with that change. So let's see how it goes.
Steve has already hosted the show.
Yes, twice.
What do you think about that?
It takes a lot of pressure off me. It takes a lot of pressure off me. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, no, I'm grateful that I'm going to do it with him because he's such a he's the perfect guy for that kind of thing. He has a lot of stage experience. You know, Steve Martin is someone who did a live show as a performer in music and in comedy for years. I mean, before and during the period that he's been a movie star, and he's the perfect person. If I could pick someone I could have done this with, he would be one of the people I would have picked.